All right, we're going live. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Elite Dangerous Daily. I'm Draxter, your host. Where are we right now? Where are we? Why do you see a web page on your screen? Well, we are in the Galtea. I want to say the Galtea project hub named Balfonheim. And we are going to go to Archedes next. Archedes. Where is this? Well, this is way out in the black. I was exploring, and I figured I actually was going to go back to Colonia, so I figured I'd take a little bit of a detour, come out and see what these guys are doing, because I keep saying these guys are great, and we don't know how great they are. But let me show you where we are on the galactic map. We are way out there. Here's where this hub is. So they're not going to Colonia. They're going left of east of Sajay. So they're going to probably go to Sajay and go east. This is one of their hubs. Galtea has many hubs right now. So if you want to know, if you want to actually colonize off of their hubs, it's a place to go. No, I didn't see it. Which one is yours? Let me see. Let me take a look, because I'm in the system right now, and I'm actually impressed like you can't believe. They have some fleet carriers here. Let's see, you said yours is here. Phase Weaver. PFC1. Is that yours? I guess that's yours. Hey Grim, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, these guys actually did a lot of work. Holy moly. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Dodecs. There's 8 T1s and 10 E1s. Those are satellites. 1, 2, 8 T1s, 9 T1s. So there's 4 Dodecs, 9 T1s, and one asteroid station. Now, they've been marked off so you can tell what they are. Like this one's a smelter, so that means it's a refinery. That one's a refinery. Don't know what this one is. We don't know what I think this is an agriculture. It would be an agriculture because it's over an Earth-like world. So this system has 2 billion in it. 2 billion people. 2 billion. A lot of satellites, because they're going to need a lot of satellites for the ground stuff, right? They're going to need a lot of satellites for the ground stuff. On the ground, there's even more. I mean, there's you got metalworks here, which is going to give you your your other metals that you need for colonization, like ceramics. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a brain fart here, right? So they got a lot of large stations, which would have given them the 2 construction points, the large construction points, right? This is going to be extraction hub, but I don't have these all explored. But it's a massive system, and around the system there is, things you can colonize. If you want to come down and colonize, This is the actual location where you can actually colonize around it. But they have all the materials that you need in the system. The description is in projectgaltea.org. I recommend you actually go and see this webpage because they are very well organized. The other group that is headed towards Sajay and Colonia is the Mycan group, the Dukes of Mycan or slash Mercs of Mycan. Now they don't have a webpage yet. They said they were going to, but you can go to Discord and sign up for Mycan Universe and basically get their information. Now probably tomorrow I'll head out to their closest hub and see how far away from Colonia they are. But this group is headed out towards the east end of the bubble of the galaxy, while the Mycans are heading towards Colonia. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. So I kind of pulled up a Road to Riches, kind of take a look around here. I looked around here yesterday. There are some good systems. So in any case, I did some Road to Riches, about 45 light year radius. So we're going to do that now before we go out to, right, so they're in the Noma Expanse, as Phaser Redox says, they're in the Noma Expanse. So I'm going to do some Road to Riches and see what's around here. You know, maybe you want to come and colonize this area. Maybe you want to follow the Galtea project. But you see, they do have some systems already colonized. They are constructing stuff. So, but there's a lot of things here. So this one you would have to actually branch off of, right? But let's take a look what we got. Now I have my Caspian Explorer, and I have in the Caspian Explorer I do have I bet you start a system built here somewhere. Actually, I was thinking about that, but I might do it in the, let me see the system, the Rydorana system. It looks like that one is even larger than this one. Okay, so I might do it from there. Or I want to see if the Dukes of Mycan have pretty good hub, and I might bounce off of that and build something on that side. Okay, somewhere in the middle between the bubble and Colonia. As soon as they reach Colonia, I'm gonna hit up Colonia. If they don't decide to actually, if FDev doesn't decide to actually let us colonize Colonia, which would be a big mistake. I actually think they should. They should start, because once the Dukes get there, it'll be just Dukes of Mycan. It won't be called Colonia anymore. It'll be just called the Dukes of Mycan. So if FDev is listening, just press the button and let us start colonizing Colonia. Anyway, nice to see you, Marks. Hey, Kicks, what's up? Happy birthday. I think isn't that tomorrow or on the 13th? How old are you going to be now? What are you going to be, like 90, 95? Congratulations. You're going to hit the triple digits soon, right? Happy birthday. Yeah, this is a pretty good system, man. If I'm looking at Galtea project, and I want to say they're very well organized. I really don't know how to contact them to help them out, because their Discord is all blocked out, so I can't actually post anything. I might contact one of their leaders and see how I can actually help. But yet, so I can put them on stream. But I want to give them a little bit of publicity because they're doing some good work. Not a lot of people know about them, and so not a lot of people know about them, and they should, because they're doing a lot of work, a lot of great work. So let's go do some. Let's go do some exploration with our ship here. And I just picked out a few systems to actually look around. I did a Road to Riches, which gives you high metal content world, water world, ammonia world, earth-like world. So we kind of like only a few systems. I think I have 14 systems. We're not going to do them all. And then we're going to go to Archedes, which I want to see. That one is not finished yet. They're bridging to it. So I want to go to Archedes and take a look at where they are and what they've done so far over there. I'm going to be using the Neutron Highway, which you gotta excuse me, but I really suck at capturing the plume from neutron stars. Yes, happy birthday to everybody. Wish Kicks happy birthday. He's gonna hit the triple digits soon. You know, he's still working, even though he's gonna be hitting 100 soon. So good for him. Good for him. Good job, Kicks. Some changes in the YouTube world. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard, but monetization has doubled to trigger monetization. You need to have 1,000 people subscribe, which I have 2,500, so it's okay. You need to have, they doubled the amount of viewing time to 8,000 hours. 8,000 hours in a 12-month period. 8,000 hours. Look at that Dodec. That's amazing, isn't it? And they didn't put any dragster killers. That's why I like them. No dragster killers. No, actually, YouTube was lower. So, the actual, the way you used to be able to get monetized, it was a lot lower than that. A lot lower than that. What is this? This can't be the system I chose. It says Waterworld here, 49. The three bodies? What? There's a Waterworld here, but there's nothing to be can you colonize? This is a strange system. This is really strange. The flag is here, and two bodies, two things you can build in orbit. That's a really strange system. Really strange system. No. It's 1,000, dude. It's 1,000. It's 1,000 subscribers, and the time has doubled. So, yeah, I actually started a Kick account today, and I might set up Kick and Twitch. Rumble, I don't know. I don't know if I can even stream on Rumble. But the YouTube is gonna be dead. It's just gonna be fucking AI shit and a bunch of clips from old video movies and series and all sorts of crap. So I really don't think it was a good idea. I don't know what they're thinking, but that's the situation on YouTube, right? It doesn't bother me because I didn't monetize and I wasn't planning on monetizing. But for content wise, for people making content, it's going to kill content creators. Because YouTube originally was the small guy. That's what made YouTube. It didn't, not the big corporations, not the movies like Universal or Paramount. That didn't make YouTube. YouTube was made by small people. YouTube was made by the small guy. They made videos, they posted it, people followed, etc. and went viral. Now it's just going to be AI crap, because that's why they did that. So because AI, they can generate AI images and videos very, very fast. There's a lot of programs you can generate AI stuff very, very fast. So a real content creator that's doing content is not going to be doing that. They can't actually generate content that fast as AI. So 9. Ooh, this is a big planet. Big planet. Well, I thought it was a good system, but anyway, we're just exploring, right? Just exploring. Yeah, it's funny, Kicks, because I think Rumble's crap. You know, it's just a place that conservatives go to drop their shit. So there's not really anybody there. I don't know anybody that uses Rumble. At least where I'm at. Everybody knows Twitch. Everybody knows Kicks. So we'll see. We'll continue on. We're not gonna mark this because we're not really gonna come back to this system. But I actually like. I'm just kind of scanning the area, see what there is, right? I didn't do any rocky bodies or any kind of ice world, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, this is called what the hell is this called? What's this area? This is their hub called Balfonheim. And they picked a bunch of really nice names. Nalbina, Paramina, Rabenastra, Bujerba, Regenerana, Balfonheim, Archedes. Now these I can actually pronounce, the other ones I can't. So let's see about this one. Let's see about this one. Okay. It's a nice system. You're probably gonna have to bridge to it if you want to get it. So I'm actually just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna explore a few systems here, and then I'm gonna go to Archedes using the neutron highway. It's not that bad using it. This is about 11,000 light years from the hub. So it's not that far away. It's far away, but it's not that far away. Yeah. That means that all these guys that are monetized, they're gonna be demonetized soon, because they're not getting the actual amount of views and hours you need. But you know, whatever. You know, I always think that corporations always have a self-destructive nature. I want to tell you this because I've been working in corporate for a very long time, and I know people and I know companies. So I keep my mouth shut when I see bad corporate decisions. When I was in corporate, because there's really nothing you can do about it. There's some kind of vice president decides, hey, let's let's demonetize a lot of people, okay? Because we want to make more money. We want to look good for our investors. Okay, that's the worst fucking thing you can do. That really is the worst thing you can do, because it's those people that made your channels. It's not what you're doing right now. You think you have population because what, you're doing it by yourself? No, you got population. You got people subscribing to YouTube because they like channel A, channel B, channel C, all these little different channels. Like I'm subscribed to a lot of channels. Concern me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about YouTube and they disconnect me. Aren't they great? C-suite sabotage. I call it self-sabotage. Right? I've seen it so many fucking times. It's crazy, man. They get too big. They want to get bigger. They don't know how. So they go and kill the thing that brought them success. They kill it. I've seen it so many fucking times. It's stupid. The gaming industry is being overhauled. You guys know that. Pretty soon. And this is not a good thing. You think it's a good thing, but it's not a good thing. When you get rid of all these AAAs, what's left? One AAA, two AAA doing all our gaming. That's it. That's what's gonna happen. That's basically what's gonna happen. The gist of it. So you're not gonna have diversity. You're not gonna have diversity. I'm saying you're not gonna have different games coming out. It's just gonna be one type of game. Okay. Holy shit. What's this? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mark's Grimwald, that's exactly what I thought. I started talking about YouTube and boom. There's not going to be differentiation between studios, because it's going to be one or two studios left, and here you go. This is the only game you're going to play. Give us $200 and you don't even own it. That's basically what's going to happen. All right, let's see what this system's like. 3612. Not a very good system. 3612. The flag is in it's not really in a good place, so you really can't colonize, right? All right, so let's keep going. Let's get these water worlds, and I think one planet might have stratum on it, but we'll see. 8.5 first. So that really bothers me about that there's going to be upheaval, there's layoffs, there's closures, all that. That's what usually happens. That's what happens in big companies also. And then there's one company that runs everything. One company doing all the content. One company usually doing everything. All right? So that's a bad thing. That really is a bad thing. That's not a good thing. So even though I don't like the content that these studios dished out, like Halo and Bethesda, I don't like the content they dish out, but I don't want them to die. I don't want them to be I want people to leave and new people come in that may develop different things that will help the company grow. But once the studios close, another studio closed, then you're left with one or two studios. And what's that going to do? No differentiation. There's only going to be one type of game. Now, let's see what happens with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out in August. I'm kind of worried about that. There's two sides. One saying it's going to be super woke. One saying it's going to be the best game ever. And they're expecting a lot of sales, which means that they can buy up if they do get these sales that they're estimating at, they'll be able to buy up a bunch of smaller indie studios, which that's exactly what happens in situations like this. Again, less differentiation. Games are all going to be the same. Upheaval everywhere. Because why? You go woke, you go broke. They can't just entertain. They have to actually preach. They have to preach their shit. Just entertain. You don't have to preach. And give us stuff that we actually like. There's an actual studio, new game coming out. There's a new game coming out. Yeah, it is better than diversity. I don't want to use diversity because it's a bad word now. Diversity. It's different. Don't use diversity. Bad. Diversity bad. Don't use diversity. How far away is this? 60,000? Yeah, we can go there. B2 is the next water world. Let's go there. Yeah, let's say differentiation from now on. If you say diversity, there's only one thing that comes to mind when you say diversity. You know? Yeah, but don't forget, Grom's a communist. So what you're saying is communists save us. Communism save us. Grom save us. Communism save us. Yes, let's Grom save us. That's why we like Grom so much, because he's communist, right? We don't like Aisling and her bathwater. We like Grom and his beard and communism. Okay. Can't play Tuesday. You did autospell. It says can't spell today. That's funny. All right. Yeah, communism saves you from living. So if you don't want to live anymore, let's vote communism. You know. And empty shelves in your supermarkets. And you only get to wear one type of clothes because you have to. Oh, you also have to order your clothes. People don't know what communism is like, man. You know, my mom and dad told me stuff from the old world. If you wanted a telephone, you have to order it. You have to just submit an application and order it, and you have to wait like 2 years for a phone. You want a car, the same thing. You want a bread, and you want to eat a little bit more bread today? No, your ration is one bread. And meat, maybe you can get a piece of meat once a month, like maybe wearing his gray suits, like Grom. Yes, communism is great. I don't know what the problem is, man. You see a lot of AI stuff on YouTube. A lot of AI stuff. It's just craziness.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, so let's go to B lot. They have a lot of hubs you can colonize from. You don't have to be all the way up here, but you can go to the closer ones, or the closer to the bubble. Only bad part about colonizing out here: no engineers, no material traders, no tech brokers. So if you want to go and so it's spinning, right?
Surface scanned by 50%.
All right, 1 second.
Scan complete.
Yeah, looks like I have good tone, but you guys say it's spinning. It's sending the everything up. It's sending everything up, but I don't know what's going on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't had a problem since it went down about 15 minutes ago. But YouTube, you know, what can you say about YouTube? What can you say about YouTube? For the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, it's been really bad. Since they decided to um, since they decided to actually eliminate their workforce.
ED Copilot main process. Please stand by.
And
the ED Copilot process is starting.
And just settle on AI, let the AI control things. Why would you let your company be run by AI? That's craziness. You're literally letting your company be run by the guys who actually build the AI.
I have updates available. As automatic updates are disabled, I will not download them.
Seriously.
At this time. To initiate the download, say download updates anytime at your
But I
convenience.
think things will get back to normal. I think
You have missing.
Now, one thing I did in the bubble is I did engineers. Have me back. OBS is back. Let me see if I have tone. All right, am I back? It looks like I'm back. It looks like I'm back. I'm not sure if I'm back or not. Am I streaming? I got one person watching. That's nice. I love YouTube. I'm back for now. That's nice. Thank you for sticking around, Grimwald. Thank you for sticking around. Connections always, there's always problems with connections. Always have problems with connections. It was better at first. I wasn't having so many problems with YouTube. When I first started streaming, I wasn't having so many problems. Now it's constant. Now it's constant. It's just not giving me a good stream. Always have to do something. Yeah, it looks like I have good stream now. Or are they trying to deceive me? It says excellent. It says the stream is excellent, so it's no drop frames. But who knows? Who the hell knows? Who knows? Who knows? Now, why am I collecting this? Because it's worth something, and I'm on a planet out in the middle of nowhere. And I do like desert planets. Why am I doing this? Because I need to get Colonia reputation. So when I get back to Colonia, I'm going to drop all this data. So this way I can unlock the other 3. There's 3 that need Colonia in Mel Brandon, Marcia Hicks, etc., etc. They need Colonia. You need Colonia reputation to actually unlock them. So that's why I'm doing that. Good. Yeah, Grom is the one that's keeping us down. Grom. Anyway, So I was talking about engineering, and they really need to do an overhaul on engineering. And they need to do like an engineering 2.0 where they can have engineers that can go out into deep black. Maybe they can have apprentices or something like that. You can have them on your station. But for instance, these guys, Balfonheim, where I'm at, this hub is 11,000 light years from the bubbles. So if you want to do some engineering, you're basically screwed. You're not going to do any engineering out here. You're going to have to go back to the bubble. Okay, luckily we got the Caspian. You know, some people don't like the Caspian, but luckily you have the Caspian. You can do neutron stars, you know, jumping and all that. But it's a pain in the ass. So a few things, and I posted an old thread that I just updated last night, and I made some suggestions. One is engineering. They have to have engineering for colonization. Material traders, engineers, the tech brokers. So they have to have all that for colonization. And you should be able to take your power play with you. I mean, think about this. Balfonheim, right? They just established this this hub, right? Well, they can get, if they're Grom, let's say, they can get Grom to expand out from this point, and they can fortify the system. So there's more gameplay. So right now, going out in colonization, 11,000, 18,000. They're going to be these guys are going to be 24,000 light years from the bubble. Well, in that area that they're going to be in, there's not going to be any engineers, not going to be any power play. You know, they're going to have minor factions fighting it out, duking it out, but that's it. So that's my thought on that. But power play will bring gameplay out, you know, like all the way out to wherever you're going to have it. You can have a stronghold carrier all the way out in the black. Yeah, it would create micro bubbles everywhere. But who cares, right? Who cares? It's okay. All right, so we did this one. Let's move on. And there are actually 2 water worlds in the system, so that's a good thing. We'll do a few more and then we'll move on. Because I don't know about you, but I don't have too much patience. And I do want to go and see their construction project that they're going on in Archedes. HUD choices for arcs. You know, like buying a ship interior or buying a paint job. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sure. That's a good idea.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You buy paint jobs. You buy your engine colors, your weapon colors. So why not? Why not the HUD? All right, let's see what we got here. So this is kind of like a a promotion. I'm promoting a Galtea project. They're doing some good stuff. They really are. They're very well organized, and their system is massive, man. So if you plan on going onto the black, but you're not going to have the materials, choose the Galtea project. They have a nice web page. Let me see. Can I put that in again? Yeah. They have a nice web page. You can actually go and colonize off of them. They have everything you need in their system. Everything. So you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with them. I highly recommend them. I don't know about the Dukes. Now the Dukes say they were working on a website, but they do have a Discord, and they do have a page on Discord that you can find out where their hubs are. Now I have one marked down. I might go there and see how far away from Colonia they are. Okay. But Caspian makes it pretty easy to get there, so you can do it in less than an hour. Yeah, one of the things I suggested is that we be able to buy for ARCs. We can be able to buy a new engine on our
System scan complete.
on our fleet carriers, because we should be able to jump farther than a Caspian. Seriously speaking. 8 and 9. Let's go and get these water worlds done. But one of the suggestions I made for ARC, so let's say rating the drives that we have on our fleet carriers, right? So the ones we have now is an E, so we can go to D, a C, a B, and an A, and each one has higher jump range. With A being like let's say 5,000 light years. I think that's the range of a fully loaded tritium depot on the ship. I think that's the range of it. But seriously speaking, I mean, it's about time. And then they can plot the course. You just put the course where you want to go, and they can plot the course. If you have the tritium in your inventory in the ship itself. Okay, if it's in the ship, they should be able to take it out of the ship and put it in a depot. Why do you have a crew? Why do you pay millions upon week for a crew? Can't they actually swap the tritium into the depot? Why do you have to do it? So I'm paying a whole crew, and I have to actually swap the tritium. So I really do think they should automate this and make this, it's stupid. And it doesn't take much work to actually fix that. Much coding. A course plotter, a tritium depot swapper, whatever you want to call it. To swap out the tritium. But I should be able to plot a course. Let's say I want to go to Colonia. I plot the course at 6 o'clock. Okay. I have to leave the game running. Maybe that could be the thing.
Surface scan complete.
Okay. Yeah, so if you jump enough, you have to pay even more, but you're the one swapping out the tritium. You're the one plotting the course. Come on, man. I want to go to Colonia. I plot in the course. Okay. Maybe leave the computer on. And it takes me there. Okay? I don't have to actually sit there for 16 hours doing. I mean, that was really stupid. That was really stupid. I don't know what developer came up with that idea that you should sit there. If you want to go 20,000 light years, you got to go and sit there for 16 hours. 18 hours, actually. 18 hours. It took me 18 hours to jump from the bubble to Colonia. That's ridiculous. It really is. What kind of game is this? You can't do an auto plotter. You can't do the transfers of tritium from your inventory into the tritium depot. No, Tom, I'm saying there shouldn't be any alts, anything in there. You have a crew and you're paying for that crew. It's like having it's like having the pilot and he's sitting in a fucking pilot lounge and you're paying him for what? He's just sitting there drinking coffee and I gave my pilot $1.5 billion and I said, "What the hell?" And I fired him. But we have a crew and they're all sitting around doing what? They can't swap the tritium. They can't plot a course. What are they doing? What are they doing? So this is the communism way of life. You know, everybody sits around drinking coffee while the captain is doing all the work. So I shouldn't have to sit there 18 hours and kind of do it myself. I should plot the course and okay, leave the computer on if you want. And then just walk away. Okay? Leave the computer on, walk away, do something else. Come back in 10 hours and you've done the jumps. Okay? It's craziness. Okay, so let's take a look at this system. Let's see what this system has. It's a small system. It's a small system, 1912, but it's got 2 large planetary bodies, and the flag is over high metal content world, which is not good. That's a trade-off. It can't be everything. Anyway, let's keep going. One more, and then maybe we'll go to the other location. Maybe they didn't pick a good spot here. The next one has 2 high metal content worlds. Maybe it's a larger system. Let's see. But I suggested that I put that in suggestions, and we'll see if anything happens of it. But a lot of people are saying the same thing, you know. And one of the things that a lot of people are saying is also is the older ships. They don't really have very good SCOs, right? So it flails all over the place. It overheats, so you don't really have a very good SCO drive. So maybe they can do something with that, because they're losing out. If you think about it, if you can use your Aspect Explorer, you'd buy a paint job, you'd put the ship kit on it. Okay, Python the same thing. How many ship kits does a Python have? They got a few. A lot of paint jobs, right? But yet they're not doing anything with the Python. Okay? It's like forgotten shit. It's forgotten. It's in the past. Yeah, exactly. For ARCs or for Mercoin, something. But just have it available so that people can use their old ships. They're losing out. Think about it. How many ships did they actually publish with SCOs? Not many. How many ships are there in the game? 48 or more, right? So they're losing out. Because we're not going to buy paint jobs on those ships. They got a whole bunch of stuff for sale on them in the store for ARCs on the old ships. Nobody's going to buy that. Can't use it. Can't freaking use it. You can't use it because I'm going to put it on my cutter and it flails all over the place. Overheats. So let's go back to the Clipper. So there's more choices for us if they put in an SEO that's usable on the old ships. There's more choices. More choices means more that they're going to buy from the store. So I don't know why anyone hasn't figured it out. Maybe the CEO doesn't have a master's degree. Maybe she bought it from. Maybe she went to Saudi Arabia and got her master's from Saudi Arabia or something. Yeah, I bought a lot of kits for the Python. My favorite ship was the Python before this brand new ships came out. But of course, you know, you gotta sit there. There's no SEO drive, so you had to sit there. But once the SEO drive, I said, fantastic. But they overheat and they flail all over the place. So not a very good thing. FBF D11209. This has one water world, but some good planets. And the flag is over a 5. That's a good thing. You know, 1917. Can't build a lot, but you can build something here. And there's already a hub nearby, so you don't really have to go crazy, right? 5 on the surface, 1 in orbit for the flag. There's a 7, there's another 5 here, and there's a water world, right? That's a very good thing. There's a water world. Where's the water world? Am I missing it? I thought there was a water world. Oh no, these are all high metal content. Alright. So now you're gonna laugh at me and watch me do neutron jumps. So I can't do neutron jumps, so please don't laugh at me too hard. Now comes the comedy hour. I want to go to Archedes at Puloi VYSD3-94. It says bridging. I don't know what really that means. I don't know what that means, but I did another plotter, so I want to go here. So it's only 7 jumps. Only 7 jumps. So let's go to closest neutron star and take off. And go to where we need to go to. Again, I'm not very good at neutron jumping, so please forgive me in advance. The ship has a range of, let's see, 74, 78. So I didn't get it to the high point of 80s because I put the vessel bay in there, so I didn't get it to go that far. And mind you, I love the new ships. Talking about the new ships, right? I love the new ships. I love the SEO drive. I love what they're doing. But they need to think outside the box. They got 48 other ships that are not being used. So all you have to do is sell the damn SEO for ARCs. Just sell the SEO for ARCs. Oh, 15. Let's do a little bit of fuel scooping. I got a smaller size fuel scoop, so I didn't get a 6 or a 7. It's a 5. So it doesn't scoop that fast. Anyway, we have enough to get to where we need to go. It doesn't waste that much fuel, that's for sure.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, there's paint jobs for every single ship. there's kits for every single, like the exploration one, the Diamondback Explorer. They have some awesome ship kits, man. But you'll never know that because you're not going to use it. It flails all over the place. And like Kick says, it doesn't have a very good fuel scoop, so you're really not going to use it much. Alright, so if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm sure you'll have some kind of opinion. But what I do is I pass through the middle and I just get in the middle of it. Nope, didn't catch it. I'm not very good at this. I tried a few angles. I'm always doing it wrong. Maybe I'm coming in too fast. Now I'll try sideways. There we go. Sideways works. Yeah, the DBX, dude, that has super range. Before, and it's a small ship. It's a small ship. I'd like to put an SEO drive in that to get a little bit more range and make it larger. What's my range right now? I'd love to use a DBX 446. So we're gonna go. We're here. We're gonna go here. I figured out the galaxy map at least. Right? So we're just gonna plot and go. So we're going to Archedes now. That's the second stop on this journey. And I want to recommend, again, projectgaltea.org. Go there, check it out. And they have hubs where you can colonize off of, like mini bubbles. And you can actually daisy chain to whatever nearby planet or system you want to go to. You're going to have to do a little bit of work. You're not going to actually get the best stuff nearby, but they might have already gotten some good systems. But the galaxy is large and there's a lot of systems that you can actually colonize. So if you want to come out here and do that. I'm promoting their bubbles. Let's see, I went sideways. Let me see if I can do that nice and slow sideways. Nope. Having such a hard time with this. I have to do it a few times. I don't know, if you guys know how to do this better, please tell me, because I have no fucking idea. I tried different locations, I tried to get in the cone. It just doesn't grab it. Let me go slow and go through here. That's what usually works for me. Go sideways. I got it. Alright. DBX, man. How many times I use my DBX to go everywhere? They should do a DBX Mach 2. They should. They really should. 447. They should do a DBX Mach 2. It'll be a good thing. So right now, Arcade. When I started following Galtea, they were at the previous one, the Valheim. What's it called? They were just building. They were bridging to Rydorana, right around. And right now they went past that to Balfonheim, and they're going to Archedes. So they're working very fast, very fast,
Drive charging.
very very fast. Which I'm very impressed by. That's what I told Jack. I said, Jack, I'm very impressed with these guys. So,
4, 3, 2, 1.
yeah, I would pay arcs for the old ships, dude. Like less arcs for a smaller one, more arcs for a larger one. But if you have a good decent pricing, not fucking 15,000 for a fucking XCO drive. Oh shit, this one's funky. If it's good pricing, we can buy a lot of them, right? I'd buy a couple for the DBX and the smaller ships. Come on. I'm in the cone. Okay. 275, and I'm going to Cloakia now. D893. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. They show up in my inventory, and then I just put them in my ship. They wouldn't be bound to the ship. It would be like, and they wouldn't disappear if I took it out. Just let me keep it. But I would love to be able to use my Diamondback again. It's a small ship. It's just small profile, right? Small profile. I mean, they're trying to replace the old ships with new stuff, right? But all they really need to do is do the SCO drives for arcs. Seriously. Not a big deal. Oh shit. This one's nasty. Help me. Help me, Tom Cruise. I don't even know how to get through this one. This one's nasty. It's gonna fling me around. It's going around and around and around. Let's do it. Go into the light. The light is good. I see the light. Jesus, where are you? I can't get out. Help me. Help me, Tom Cruise. Oh shit, what was that, dude? Holy crap, that was crazy. Alright, so next one. D13148. Just a couple more jumps and I'm good. That was pretty wild. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
But another suggestion I had is to eliminate architect altogether. Let us be governors. Let us have governorship. Not ownership, but governorship, right? The second part is being owner. Like, that's permanent. You bought it, you own it, right? But governor means that you're running it. So you can be overturned. So you have a system that you're not going to colonize ever again. Somebody comes along and they overturn you. And now they're going to build your system out. Or just give rent an architect. Let us rent it. Can I go through this? Let me see. I'm getting it. Oh man. Alright, so I'm in 148. Last one, 124 before Archedes hub. The Archedes hub. Yeah, it's getting more dense. The star systems are getting more dense. I'm way out here. Look where I'm at. So they're going east of Sagittarius A. But that's okay. They can go wherever they want. But they also want to change the names of the star systems that they're going to be in. And I agree with them. I think at one point you should be able to change the name. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Grimold. They should do that. I don't have a player faction, but they should have made the squadron the player faction. If you have a squadron, you should have a player faction, but I guess they didn't think that far. They might be fixing the BGS next in the fall. Who knows? Wow. I went too fast. Alright, let's go into the comb. Go into the light. Go into the light. The light is good. Go into the light. Come on. Third tries the charm. Yesterday I looked at the ship's integrity and it was really bad. Really bad. Alright, let's go slower. It's flailing too much, actually. That's why, probably. Going sideways usually works pretty good. They should have a neutron star fuel scoop specific for the neutron stars. So as soon as you touch the neutron star shit, it just you get the charge. Ah! Go into the light. Go into the light. See, I got it right away going sideways. Going sideways, I got it right away. Alright. Now the next system is Archedes system. Archedes system. The Archedes hub. That's going to be a good thing. Let's go see the Archedes hub. And look at all that. Look at all that cheddar. But I don't know if they've actually colonized. Or they're still bridging. Let's see.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, it does not. It does not. It's one or the other. So you can do the FSD boost with materials, or you do the neutron star thing. They don't stack. Hijinks, I'm headed towards let me give you the link. Project Galtea has a bunch of and I want to say a bunch of systems that they've made hubs. Let me see if I can actually capture that. Yeah, there it is. So they made us a bunch of systems, right? And I'm going to Archedes. I'm going to the Archedes system. So This is next from Balfonheim. So they're pretty close to achieving their goal of getting to where they want to be in the galaxy. But I'm here, but it doesn't look like there's anybody here. Right? I'm in the Balfonheim. I'm in the Archedes system, so they're still bridging to it. So let's take a look on the galaxy map, see how close they are. But they're pretty fast. They're pretty fast. So let's see how close they are. They might be pretty far away. So they said they're bridging to it. I don't see any of their colonies nearby. But this is their next location that they're actually going to bridge to. Right? I thought there might be something here already, but there isn't. I don't see any of their colonizations. Right? So let's see why they're bridging here. Let's do a scan, right? But this is the system that they're bridging to. VYSD394. Yeah, this is where they're bridging to. There's nobody here. That's because they're still bringing it over. They're still bringing their people over. But they marked this as a next hub. So let's see what they got here that they like. Well, they got an Earth-like world or a water world here. There's a biological. Panzer Pet. Panzer Pet's the one who discovered the planet. B394B5. Alright. So this has one biological. It might be a stratum, so we're going to take a look. Here's a B4 that has maybe a stratum. Okay. A lot of high metal content. High metal content world. B6 has a stratum, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. So they're bridging to this location. So if you guys want to help Galtea project, sign up at the Discord. Project Galtea. Oh, it's Earth-like world. B1.
Scan complete.
That's why they picked it. So let's see the system. How colonizable is it? Ah, wrong button. So it's a 1821, right? The 20,000 light years from the second sun. So they're gonna have to do a little hauling, unless they're bringing in fleet carriers. So they got some good. Look at that. The flag is over a 3, and it's a actual biplanetary system. So that's 6 and 4 in orbit, right? And this one has 2 5s and 5 in orbit. So this is going to be a very good hub, actually. Very, very good hub. Again, if you go and check out projectgaltea.org /bridge, you will see all their actual hubs that they have, all their mini bubbles that they actually created, so that you can actually colonize off of it. The locations they have on those lists, on that list, the locations actually have everything, every material you'll need to colonize. So you never have to go back to the bubble, right? But again, colonizing this far out has its drawbacks. No tech brokers, no engineers, no material traders. So this is just basically for colonization. Maybe FDev one day will decide to modernize colonization and power play and bring everything out into the black. We'll see if they can think that far. But like I said, I don't think there's many people working on this game at FDev. And I'm being honest. No, they're actually going to the east of Sajay. They're going to the east of Sajay. So they're going into a cluster of stars. It's pretty far away. It's about 24,000 light years from Sol. From Colonia, I think it's maybe 11 or I don't know. Where am I going? B1. I want to go to B1. So it's not that far. It's not that far away from Colonia, I would say, but it's pretty far from the Sol. 24,000 light years. They're starting their own bubble. So maybe one day there'll be a community goal where we can actually go out and help them get a mega ship or whatever, a market. Yeah, I know, hijinks. I know about the Rhino. It's been on a drawing board forever, but they're running out of things to sell us. They're running out of things to sell us, and there's nobody working on this game. Everybody's working on the other games. So, unfortunately, yeah. 12 years later, we get the Rhino. That's actually supposed to be a combat ship, isn't it? Supposed to be like a tank. Supposed to have something on the roof. I remember seeing pictures of it. I had a friend who told me about that. Oh, the Rhino's gonna come out soon. I'm like, really? Oh, what's a Rhino? And that was years ago. And during Horizons. I said, what's a Rhino? Oh yeah, it's gonna be like a tank. Oh really? Okay. Dude, they don't need a mining ship for surface. They already have. They have the technology to just for us to interact with the things we shoot off the spouts and the trees and the crystalline structures. Just like the egg hunt. Okay? They have the technology. They don't want to do it because it's not going to make them any money if they do that, right? So they have to. Maybe after the Rhino, they'll launch that. You know?
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's why they named this place Archedes, right? I'm not sure why they do that, but B456 have something on them. Let's see what they got. We're looking for Stratum. But there's nobody here yet. But they marked this off as a location that they're gonna actually colonize. But it's a pretty good system, actually. It's a pretty good system, Jack. I mean, for a hub, it's a very, very good system, actually. But I don't know if they're going to be able to build all those dodecs. Maybe they can get a freebie. One free dodec, and then the rest of them can be T2s. I don't know how many Dodex they can build in this one. Ideally, a good location, a good system is like this one that they have here, because the Earth-like world, you can build a T3 or T2 and get the water and get the food and all that you need from that. No matter what, you're gonna get that, right? High metal content worlds will give you the refinery, and you can put refinery slash extraction on them, industrial on everything else. So they can do a good job in building here, and they're pretty fast, but I don't know when they're gonna actually be here. When they'll be, it says they're bridging to it. I don't know when they're gonna be here, so I'm gonna keep an eye on this location, because it's not a bad place. The actual stars are a lot closer to each other. So there's going to be a lot more stars to colonize.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Bacterium. Do we have an idea what's here? Oh, B5 has Stratus Tectonicus. Let's go to B5. Good for us. But yeah, there's a lot of colonization on the black, so you can choose from different locations. You do have to actually bridge a little bit, but that's not bad if you have a full system like these guys built. Okay, like one of the problems that you have with some locations that you go to, if you check out other people's bridging, and you don't have everything you need in that one system. These guys thought it through. I mean, they actually got everything you need, every material you need, high tech, industrial, refinery, agriculture. You got everything you need to build your system out. So you do have to do a little bridging. You have to do a little bit of that's not their fault. FDev has to do the 15 light year crap. That's not our fault either. But I don't know why they did that. For some, I get so triggered when I think about crap like that. I really, that's the word I got to use, triggered, because I get fucking crazy. That's the stupidest thing they could have ever done, the 15 light year shit. I don't understand why they did that. What would be a big deal for people to go out in the black and make bubbles? Small little mini bubbles all over the place. What would be a big deal? There wouldn't be a big deal. There wouldn't be any problem. Who cares? And then it's limited. No engineers, no material traders, no tech brokers. It's craziness.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Stratum.
Surface scan complete.
Like they got the station out in Rainbow's End. Who's gonna go all the way out to Rainbow's End? 15 light years at a time. Oh my god. That's 50,000 light years away from the bubble. It's insane. So they really need colonization point 2.0. They need power play 3.0. All right. They need Vanguard 2.0 where you can get your BGS to be in your system. They really need to do that. Seriously. If you built a big enough system, then your BGS should be there. Your power play should be there. One thing, you're coming in too close, you can't launch your Nomad if you're too close to the ground. So you kind of have to be a little bit above ground, at least a kilometer.
Landing gear deployed.
I never did so much exploration since I've been out to Colonia. But this account is gonna stay in Colonia. I have two others that I'm gonna build Dodex off of if we ever get colonization in Colonia. And yeah. Come on. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do so at this time. Check the like button, leave a comment, and smash the notification bell. I'm probably towards September come on every day. Like I said earlier, monetization has changed, so I don't know if I'm going to plan on monetizing this channel. If I monetize, I got to watch my language, censorship, all that stuff, so, you know, sometimes my mouth loses control. But I will be on almost every day. Sometimes I have business meetings. Sometimes I have other stuff that I gotta do. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be always on every day, but try to do some kind of content. Colonization, engineering, power play. I will definitely try out the new new operations mission that they're gonna have. Hopefully it's a ground one. I really do like the one that we're taking out the Dr. Fauci's. We're killing the Dr. Fauci's. Yeah, I know you can. Grandma, I saw that. That's pretty cool. All right. Oh yeah, biohazard takedown. Is that what it's called? Biohazard takedown. I really like that one. I enjoy it, especially when I can do it on easy solo. So, but the AI is adapting every time something different, something new changes, and they swarm too. Ah. Oh, I got to put that down to a suggestion. Auto dock. Yeah, they are, and also they like to hide. So it's like they taking a bunch of bullets and they hide after that, which pisses me off. Just take it and die. Take it and die, dude. Seriously speaking. All right, let's go see if the last one is a Tectonicus too. We got one Tectonicus, 20 million. How fast we made 20 million.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But I'm in the Archedes hub, but right now they're bridging to it. So I don't know when they're gonna be here. But I wanted to see the location, kind of get like a look at the star systems that they have here. Maybe do Road to Riches around here. Nah, you can't nerf mining, dude. It's already been nerfed like crazy. Maybe you haven't been here when they first started this game, but it was nerfed like at least 4 times. When the fleet carrier was coming out, they put tritium hotspots everywhere, so low temperature diamonds gone. Then they nerfed the market. Then they nerfed the amount of demand there was. So it's like you can't nerf mining any more than it is. You have to actually buff. You have to buff mining to make it attractive. You have to actually buff combat, ground combat. Bounties and bonds are shitty as hell. You know, it's really been ground combat is crappy bounties, crappy bonds. Okay, I'm not going here. Alright, so let's take a look at this galaxy map. Right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff around here. A lot of star systems nearby. So what maybe we want to do is do a road to riches around here. Maybe see if we can spot a couple of places, and then we can go on our merry way for the next 15-20 minutes. Yeah, so there's a lot of systems. Whoa, nice. Water world, high metal content world. A lot of systems around here. Let's see this one. This one has 2 water worlds, a lot of high metal content world. It's within 17 light years, so you do have to bridge a little bit. Yeah, on foot bounties and on foot bonds, very bad. They need to add an extra 0 to that. Seriously.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Oh, colonization should definitely be raised from 10,000 a colonization point, the score point that you get, to 100,000. Should be 100,000 per score point. You already capped it out. They cap it out at 5 million, but you should get 100,000, at least 100,000. It doesn't make sense. 10,000. Where's that coming from? Oh shit. Am I having issues again? No. Yeah, they don't pay colonization enough, or you do so much in the system, or you have so much population. This one has 2 sons. Nice. Let's see what we got here. That's why I say they should be colonization 2.0, because they need to do some revamping. They need to add engineers. They need to bring engineers to these systems. Waterworld, AB5. They need to bring engineers. They need to bring power play to the systems. AB6. So these are Gemini. Is it Gemini? Because it seems like they're circling each other.
System scan complete.
Okay, so this is a pretty small system. Let's see, colonization. Ooh. 2 water worlds, but you can't land anywhere. Alright, let's do the water worlds. 5 and 6. Yeah, but your credits don't count in this game, man. It's materials, credits don't count for shit. You could have 1 trillion credits. What are you gonna do with it? You can't buy anything. How many ships can you have? And no matter what, you hit a bottleneck when you're doing materials. Yeah. All right. Seems like these 2 guys are circling each other. Not a very good system to colonize. Not every system is good.
Surface Surface scan complete.
Wonderful. The other one's circling it. All right. It carries millions of tons, but then what do you do with that millions of tons if you're the only one unloading them? No NPCs working the fleet carriers. Right? Big planet. Okay.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
All right. Well, what can I say? I thought these guys would be close by, but they're not even there yet, so. Anyway, you have some resources now. If you want to colonize in the black, there's places to go. Mind you, just a warning. No engineering. No material traders, no tech brokers. So, and you don't even have mega ships that can you do trading with. So you're by yourself. All right. So just FYI, but you have a lot of territory. A lot of territory. This area is loaded, and I'm sure on my list there's like tons of systems you can actually go and take a look at. Road to riches. Tons of systems. Tons and tons and tons of systems. Any case, guys, I'm gonna close the stream here. I wanted to show, I wanted to advertise Galtea project. Just hats off to you guys at Galtea. You guys are doing great work, and hope to see this Archedes system built. I want to come back in a month or so and take a look at it and see if it's finished. But I'm gonna head towards the Dukes of Mycon area, one of their hubs, which is headed towards Colonia. So I want to see how far away they are from there. So I'm going to do a bunch of neutron jumps and get there, and I'll stream that probably tomorrow. 07 guys, love you all. Take care. And don't forget, chew big red.